everyone, my name is Lydia Kristianti and I will present my assessment entitled COVID-19 into Chemical Science Perspective. COVID-19 or Coronavirus Disease 2019 is an infectious disease caused by the novel Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2. It has developed into a global pandemic over several months, disrupting modern society on a large scale that most people in the world have never witnessed in their lives. This novel coronavirus is very close to earlier report coronavirus SARS-CoV-1, MERS-CoV, or Middle East Respiratory Syndrome with regard to causing severe acute respiratory distress, their surface protein and host cell receptor. The virus can cause severe disease with pneumonia and acute respiratory distress disorder. A new coronavirus was discovered in Wuhan, China, and named 2019 novel coronavirus by Chinese research, and the disease quickly spread to all corners of the world. And this is a map of the spread COVID-19. Chemistry, especially biochemistry, has responded quickly to this global pandemic. Biochemists help us to understand the structure of this virus better. Picture A is the transmission electron microscopic image of SARS-CoV-2 inside a cell display spherical viral particles that are colorized in blue. And picture B is the virus comprising of following basic building block: a single-stranded RNA genome, lipid bilayer membrane, and different proteins like nucleoprotein, envelope protein, membrane protein, and spike protein. Viral infection starts with binding of the viral particle to the host cell surface receptor. Therefore, receptor recognition is an important factor in the cell and tissue tropism of virus. The viral mode of entry into the host cell is similar in both SARS and SARS-CoV-2, where the spike protein plays an important role by the binding to the angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor. The human ACE2 receptor is expressed on the epithelial cells of the lung and intestine, and to a lesser extent in the kidney, heart, adipose tissues, and reproductive tissues. COVID-19 has to do with chemistry and biology, where biochemistry reveals the structure and mode of action of the virus. Similarly, biomaterial chemistry offers an elegant way to develop better products for preventive measures. Preparation and mechanisms of action, chemical precaution in destroying virus are discussed by combining chemical and biological principles. Computational chemistry has modeled COVID-19 proteins to identify chemical compounds that can fight this virus, whereas medical and organic chemistry contribute by synthesizing these antiviral compounds. Okay. The next, I will prevent the spread of COVID-19. Number 1 is hand sanitizer. According to formulation provided by World Health Organization, a hand sanitizer basically contains four components. Number 1, alcohol that can be either ethyl alcohol or isopropanol. Number 2, water. Number 3, glycerol. And number 4, hydrogen peroxide. Number 2, surface disinfectant. SARS-CoV-2 is found on various common inanimate surfaces, and their presence depends on temperature and the humidity of the surrounding. Highly raised surface should be cleaned or moved more often using proper disinfectant. Number 3 is face mask. Their analysis showed that the airborne transmission route is extremely infectious and the main route for spreading COVID-19. The result concludes that the difference between wearing and not wearing face masks signifies the main element to restrict the trends of the pandemic by reducing the number of infections. Okay, early detection of SARS-CoV-2 infection is very much important as delayed diagnosis leads to minimal control of disease progression and transmission. There are a number of nucleic acid and protein-based diagnostic tests currently available for COVID-19. The most preferred initial diagnostic test is nucleic acid amplification testing, most commonly with a reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction or PCR. The protein-based diagnostic tests are of two types, namely the antigen test and the antibody test. Vaccines are an important tool to stop pandemic. In the context of taking precautions to prevent the spread of the virus, the development of a vaccine that is both safe and effective is the most needed thing in this hour of crisis. Vaccines prepare the immune system to fight against the pathogen. Vaccine development involves the combined effort of biochemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, and of course biology. Okay, in the antigen, which is the primary component of vaccine, can be a protein or any other part of the pathogen, or ever the entire pathogen itself in either live or dead form. Apart the antigen, vaccine contain other chemical components such as adjuvants, stabilizer, diluents, and preservative. Nutritional chemistry is the process of analyzing the biochemistry of the human body to solve healthy problems. Metabolic disorders such as insulin resistance, diabetes, and other autoimmune disease weaken the immune response to viral infection, as evidenced by the increased incidence of COVID-19 in people with obesity, hypertension, diabetes, and autoimmune disease. SARS-CoV COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 infection triggers inflammation in body. Therefore, it is important to include nutrients that have anti-inflammation and antioxidant properties in the diet of COVID-19 patients. Sound nutraceutical, it has the proven ability of boosting the immune system along with antioxidant and anti-inflammation properties. Thank you. Have a nice day.